She's only 20 years old. She's an American working overseas under a U.S. government contract at Ramstein Air Base. She was riding an escalator in Germany when a 64-year-old migrant put his hands on her. Now, some reports are saying that he just grabbed her behind, just groped her, grabbed her rear end. Others are saying sexual assault. So she confronted him. She had a folding knife. She used it. He bled out. And now she's on trial for murder. This is the price of what they call cultural enrichment. And again, like I always say, excuse me, no one is coming to save you. Now, this is June 2024 at Kaiserslautern Station. Okay. And I've got a picture of Kaiserslautern Station. This young woman right here, because she's 20, her identity's not being revealed. It's you got to be 21 in Germany. But this is a young American woman. She's followed and assaulted by an Eritrean man. Eritrean, I guess you say. And here's what the media won't tell you. This man has been previously convicted for rape. He's a known predator roaming free in Germany for cultural enrichment. She acted, one strike, a femoral artery. He died. Now, instead of her getting a medal, she's facing 10 years behind bars. Now, I woke up this morning and saw this story. I'd not heard about this. The media has pretty much hushed this thing up. And I was disgusted by what I heard. She's an American. She wasn't just some tourist. She was serving under a U.S. government contract supporting military operations at Ramstein. And now the U.S. government has abandoned her. We had an Elon Musk tweet about it. We need Donald Trump to do something about this, really. She's not getting legal support, no public statement, no political pressure. The media, they're spinning it that, again, he just groped her and wasn't that serious. They're saying that she overreacted. They say that she was too aggressive. But let me ask you something. If a convicted rapist follows you, grabs you, and corners you, what would you do? What do you think he would have done next? Let's imagine. She didn't defend herself. What would have happened next? As we've seen in Europe, hell, as we've seen in America, women being assaulted daily, especially in Europe, man. But again, this isn't just some German problem. This is what happened when globalist cowards opened the floodgates. Joe Biden was on board with that junk when they let in unchecked migrants in the name of progress. Cologne, Sweden, London, Paris, women are being sacrificed on the altar of political correctness every single day, man. It's daily. Just search. If you think about going on vacation in Europe, I would highly suggest you double think that. Think about it twice. And again, guys, it's already here in the U.S. We've got illegal immigrants here being handed out Social Security numbers. Hell, they're running over college kids, assaulting women, walking free. If you're waiting for the government to save you, you're already dead, man. It doesn't matter who's a politician. It doesn't matter. You carry a weapon, you better know how to use it. Again, like just last week, I did a video of a illegal immigrant had a collision with a University of South Carolina student here in my state, and he had already been deported, brought back, and now they did a memorial service for the young man yesterday. And I'm seeing it over and over again. You saw Conor McGregor going to the White House last week discussing with Donald Trump. He went to the press secretary's stand, and he said Ireland is unrecognizable. A lot of people will sit here and say this is an America problem. This is a globalist problem. This is what you call anarcho-tyranny, Cloward anarcho-tyranny, the Cloward-Peven strategy, and this has been outplayed. This is the globalist. That's who's really in control of everything. Right now, we're seeing a moment in time where you're seeing a lull in movement, but that is the agenda. The agenda is to push this, to destroy your country as you know it, wherever you're at. It's happening everywhere. Canada, Europe, Sweden, dude, Austria, anywhere you go, you're seeing this junk happening. And a lot of times they're using the citizens' taxpayer money, just like they did here in America. The other problem with that is how many of these people are unchecked terror cells. Not to even mention just the regular citizens being just mugged, murdered, or assaulted, but the actual terrorist cells within the country. To me, man, they're not even moving fast enough here. They need to move faster. There need to be more serious penalties of these sort of things. And again, like I say all the time, man, no one is coming to save you. No one. It's up to you to be your own first responder, be your own hero, to be your own QRF, whatever you want to say. That's what we have to do. And it's tragic that this young lady now, who defended herself, because the Lord only knows what would have happened to her had she had not. She's facing 10 years in prison. And where is our leadership at? Crickets. Crickets. Think of this as your wife, daughter, things like that. Obviously, if you're a man, you need to get them involved, get them to watch my videos, let them know the realities of the world. The realities of the world is that it's dark. And, it's like, I always see people in comments saying this is doom bait, clickbait, doom and gloom. This is the reality. Maybe in your, soy-filled latte, tofu-eating world, you believe everything's okay. It's not by freaking far. Not by far. Maybe you don't pay attention. You don't watch the right YouTube channel. You're too busy watching Dancing with the Stars. I have no idea. But the reality is dark. And you got to be prepared. Honestly, I wish we could find out more about this young lady. I would love to try to do something to help her. And obviously, they try to spin this on blaming Donald Trump. If you see this article here, they say he grabbed the backside of the girl. He may have. Who knows? We haven't seen any footage because the prosecutors are not telling us anything. But if he had, does it really warrant such violent, extreme reaction? Stabbed once directly to the heart as he was backing away. They went on to add that Trump was heard talking on tape about grabbing by the you-know-what. Should he be stabbed to death as well? See, this is how just disgusting these people are. First off, talking about something is definitely different than doing something, number one. I'm not condoning talking about it in a public place, but I think he was in a locker room, and locker room talk happens. But the thing is that, trust me, I was a Marine. I've heard far worse. But the thing is that that's how sick these people are. They blaming on Trump, basically. Yeah, you can't make this junk up. But you got to know how to be prepared, man. And I used to do a lot of training stuff back in the day, and I hadn't in years. But I'm going to start. I'm hoping we're going to kick off next month I'm developing a Black Scout Survival Edge Weapons program. So that way I can get you trained up. You come here, train with me at the safe house, real world combat applications, man. Blade combatives, dirty fighting, knife disarms, drills, a little bit of sparring. This isn't about flashy moves. This is about survival. And the thing is that I'm so serious about the blade. That's why Black Scout makes so many of them, because a knife, a pointy thing, you can take almost anywhere. You can get something pointy, That's why I like this BSS 5. This is not a BSS 5 pitch, but this is BSS 5. It's a combat survival knife. So it's a survival blade as well as a fighting blade. That's why the shape of it is. But you can almost always have a bladed weapon. And the techniques I'm going to show you in the class, you can also use a flashlight, a tactical pen for as well. But the thing is a blade doesn't run out of ammunition. It's quiet, easily concealed, and they're very violent. They can do a lot of damage quickly. Like the guy won't even know that he got hemmed up until it's too late, right? But back to this young lady, she lived, she fought back, and now she's being punished for it. Let that be your wake-up call, man. Train like your life depends on it, because someday it actually might. But again, I'll get more information out about the Edge Weapons class. We're actually going to do a whole. I plan on doing a whole Edge Weapons curriculum. So the initial one, we're going to have just like the Way of the Blade, I think it's going to be called, but it's going to be to get your feet wet. Then we're going to have a part 2, and then a ringed Edge Weapons class. So karambits, things like that. If you're into karambits, or you're into the SOC P, or like our what is the street pick we have, and as well as our new contingency blade as well. So we'll do ring edge weapons as well. And so we're going to do a whole curriculum. And, I'm going to do a lot more training stuff coming into the year. Got a workout program, Gym Warfare, Hard to Kill program coming out probably next week or the following. It'll be a download printable PDF. And this is a gym-based program. We're also going to do a band program, body weight program. We're going to do various different programs, but this year I've decided, because the way things are looking, I need to get back into not only giving you information here, but also to actually get people trained up. Because like I said, a lot of people have the idea that a fake reality, that everything's okay now and that everything's fine and this and that. And that's how you get weak. Now is the time to train and prepare. So I'm going to start doing the training again. We're going to get back into that series. And obviously we're going to start off with edge weapons, but we're going to translate into a lot more curriculums as well. And I just do the full-blown gamut. So I think it's going to be good. And obviously I look forward to getting to see some of you guys firsthand, and just doing some knowledge transfer stuff. And also because I don't want to forget, man, make sure you go pick up your buckets from Nutrient Survival. And really, you can get anything from them. They've got the whole site is BSS 20 for 20% off. So you can get 20% off of anything on site. So if you can't get the bucket, which if you do, you get this limited edition amazing Don't Tread on Me patch. Is it going to come in? Don't Tread on Me patch. We're not going to sell these. This is something they made, which I think is amazing. It's the best looking patch I've ever seen. And so go get the BSS bucket, man. It's got all my favorites in there. And obviously just be prepared, guys, because you never know what dark days coming, man. If you look at my shelf here, look at this. I got more Nutrient Survival buckets. My patch is up there on the my pack there. That's a new pack that's coming out probably 2 months, by the way. Anyway, guys, I wanted to share this stuff. I'm really rambling just because I feel like it's been a minute since I've just hung out for and chit chat a little bit, and just kind of talk off the cuff. But this story really disturbed me. I have 3 girls, if you didn't know, and so it just really disturbed me as a father of girls. And you think, I'm not always going to be young. I'm not young anyway, but I'm not always going to be this young. I'm not always going to be there to protect them. And so the thing is that this young lady's got a father, and now she defended herself, and her father probably set her up for a life of defending herself. And now she found herself in this situation. But how many girls' fathers don't teach them or, lead them down the path of being prepared, being frosty, strapped, and dangerous, and it just, again, it really just hits home. And I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I possibly can to educate, not only to do these videos to give you intel about what's going on in the world. This is what being frosty is about, but also I need to train people, because then you can take your training back to your families. You can take that training to your loved ones, maybe your little girls, maybe your wives, and obviously women will be obviously invited. It's not just a men class, but I don't really want children here just because the nature of edge weapons. You can go teach them, but I really don't want them to be kids involved in that. You can teach them, but and I encourage you to get some trainers and stuff, and we'll discuss all those sort of things as well. But guys, I just wanted to share this. It's really a sad day. A sad day that our politicians aren't doing anything about this, and the media is pretty much trying to already paint a narrative. But guys, I do appreciate you hanging out with me. And remember, guys, always stay frosty, stay strapped, whether that's gun, knife, flashlight, whatever it is, and always stay dangerous. Take care.